Rogers. You are active military intelligence, but you also do farming, and now you're a winemaker. You, along with your wife Jessica, run Bluegrass Vineyards in Smiths Grove, Kentucky.
That's correct.
And you're part of something called Homegrown by Heroes. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So how do you balance farming with your military experience?
It takes time. You know, you have to prioritize things in life, but family always comes first, and we like to get the kids out with us into the farm. That way they interact with nature, they get to learn how to cultivate the plants, and they enjoy the fruits of the labor too. So come July and August, they get to pull some off and eat them. And
fruit, we're talking fruit, we're talking grapes. So I'm a little curious, is Kentucky conducive to growing wine grapes?
It is. The soil here, especially where we're at, we're right above Mammoth Cave, so it's very rocky, but it's good for the grapes because it forces the roots to go down in search of water. Whereas in other places, such as Indiana or north of us, the soil it's very dark, it's very rich in nutrients. It almost gives them too much. So if you have too much, it's a quantity versus quality thing. Whereas where we're at, they produce fewer fruit, but the ones that they do produce is much better quality.
So how did you decide on to grow grapes?
I was an exchange student in France when I was in high school. And as a young 17-year-old, I could legally go to some of the vineyards out there and appreciate that. So we did. And I guess that sparked the interest in my mind to grow grapes and maybe do a little bit of winemaking.
Along the way.
I didn't think it'd be on this scale, but that's what
Let's
sparked
talk
it.
scale. Well, you have 1,800 vines?
1,800 vines, yes. Yeah, we harvested about 4,000 pounds of grapes last year.
Now put that in perspective, 4,000 pounds of grapes, that's a lot of grapes. And also because of your military service, you're active, and for veterans as well, there's a program through the state of Kentucky's Agriculture Department. It's called Homegrown by Heroes. And so what is that? Is it like the Kentucky Proud designation? Or?
It is. So it's a designation within Kentucky Proud. So if you see the logo, it'll have two individuals saluting, but then there's the Kentucky Proud logo kind of embedded within that. But it's for veterans who have honorable discharge or who are still in, and who grow their own products. So in which we qualify.
So I was just going to say you have to qualify,
right.
And it's for veterans and active duty.
That's correct.
Military.
That's right.
That's cool. Have you noticed? Has it made a difference in the selling of your wine?
I think it has. There are a few other folks at the farmers market that do have that designation, and we proudly display it. It's not something that's it's very common. So and then you get a lot of folks who are very proud to shop from family farmers who have been in service. And,
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I'm envisioning the Lucy episode, Lucy Ricardo, where she and her friend Vivian are smashing the grapes in a big bucket, and they're barefooted. And do you do that at your place?
Yeah, we'll typically put we'll put blocks of oak on top, and then we'll have people dance on top of that. But yes,
you actually have them dance on top of the wood?
Oh yeah. So I mean,
okay.
you can press down on the grapes to exert to get juice to come out. But it's much better if you get someone that stands up on it and starts dancing around. And it's a lot of fun. We get a lot of community folks that come in to help us harvest and press the grapes. And they have a great time. We give them a free lunch and a free T-shirt.
And this is cool. On the T-shirt, okay, so their feet are kind of purpley, I guess, turning colors, and then they get to put their feet on the T-shirt?
Well, we got a little certificate that says, I stomped grapes at Bluegrass Vineyard, and they put their purple footprints on the certificate.
Very clever.
It's a lot of fun. Take it
now,
home.
you had to get permission to grow grapes and make wine in Smiths Grove, Kentucky.
That's right.
So did the permission have to come from the residents? Or?
We had to petition all of Smiths Grove. I had to get enough signatures. I think it was 250 signatures in order to have a vote. And then once the vote was held, it was either a yes or no as a plurality. So it was overwhelming. I think it was 75% to 25%.
Why is that important?
Well, to me, it's a vote of confidence in us. We think that we're a good neighbor to the other folks in the community. We get people to come in and enjoy the agritourism aspects of what we do. So it's a very community-oriented thing. Like I said, we have people help us with the harvest. We've had people help us with planting. We like to get people into the vineyard to appreciate the nature and appreciate the agritourism aspects of this part of the country.
And is the wine good?
The wine, yes, it is. It's selling very well.
Good, good for you.
More than what we'd expected. It's a good problem to have.
There you go.
So.
Drew Rogers, who along with his wife Jessica runs Bluegrass Vineyards in Smiths Grove, Kentucky. This is Coffee Near Me. I'm Barbara Deeb. We're at Boyce General Store in Alvaton, Kentucky. And you know you can keep that conversation going. Drew, thanks and good luck. Appreciate
Cheers.
it.
Thank you.